listen to what they say. They've already announced the world digital currency. That is the mark of the beast. That's the only way to get that. Only way to get into that digital currency is you got to take the mark. That's going to be the mark of the beast. That's in Revelation 13. They've already set it up with this thing. That thing set it up. We all know that there's a graphene net that got spread, and it got spread throughout the whole world. And so now that platform is ready to go online with the Palisade and the stake. I'll show you what that is. Palisade and stake means mark in Revelation 13 from mark of the beast. Okay, real quick, let's listen. Okay, here we go. Okay, listen to what she says. This lady is an advisor to, she was an advisor, I think her dad was an advisor to Nixon on economics, and she's going to start talking about, here comes the blockchain digital currency at the World Government. See, World Government Summit. See it? Okay, here we go. Let's listen.
What underpins a world order is always the financial system. I was very privileged. My father was an advisor to Nixon when they came off the gold standard in '71, and so I was brought up with a kind of inside view of how very important the financial structure is to absolutely everything else. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
The
new one,
dollar.
the new accounting is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private, but what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The US is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well. And
I want to pause it right there. This is super important, very important. You listen to the words. She said the Chinese were first. The US is on the brink. But then listen to the next sentence. And then she says, she says the US is on the brink, and the European countries have committed to it as well. As well as who? Well, she just mentioned the U.S. is on the brink. So you know by the words and the way she formed her sentence that she is including the U.S. in the sentence that followed. Okay, just you have sometimes when people speak, there's a way to listen and to listen more carefully to what they're actually saying. I want you to listen very carefully to what she just said. Let's go back and listen to that one more time. Listen very carefully.
This new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private, but what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The US is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well.
So the US is on the brink, and the Europeans have committed to that as well. As well as who? She just mentioned the US. So you know that it's a done deal. It's a done deal. This is the rolling out. You just heard it with your own ears. She said, I'm going to say it boldly. So let's review real quick. In a good classroom setting, you do your stuff and then you do a quick review of what you just did. Let's review real quick what we just heard. Okay, she's coming out. She's saying, I'm boldly announcing. Very important you listen to the way she announces it. I am boldly announcing this. We are going to abandon our previous form of accounting and money. And we're going to switch. So what was the previous one? The US dollar. That's the one. And that we're going to switch from that to what's called blockchain. Cryptocurrency, where we have an almost perfect record of every transaction because it's tied to you. It's the mark of the beast, guys. It's no doubt about it. And then it's going to be in you. They're going to say, oh, no. You have to have it. And then if you got this thing to get your little neural net in you, then you're all part of the system. Then you go online.